Mhm.
Can't say no to that. All right, tic tac toe, three funny folks in a row. Y'all give it up for Nikki. She's still on the honor roll so far. Yeah,
So
we're
far,
broke.
so good.
Yeah, we're broke
Liv-
around here, so y'all actually have to clap. Y'all actually have to clap.
I did.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We need some more sponsors for sound effects. All right, Nikki, who's
let's
going to be your next grader?
let's ease on into Dicky head ass and the homeboy malfunction junction. Let's
All
go.
righty.
Okay, I'm
All
going to
right.
go first. Okay,
A,
I'm going to
B,
go
C,
first.
D, or fail. What would you have to wait till I ask the question? A, B, C, D, or fail. What would you give that game?
I'm going to give Nikki an epic fail, big F plus, because I know that my answers were right. And I think she was picking on me. What do you think?
I mean, we're one entity. I got no say on that one. I disagree with it. It moved smoothly. We didn't get hung up on a couple answers. Like LSD could have been a good one, I thought, but somehow or another we got stuck on a dick and balls. So you know what I mean?
Y'all
He
gonna
said,
do me
"Well,
like that? That's cold as hell.
yeah."
Well,
I mean, hey, look, man.
well,
He said
Nikki,
a F plus plus,
Let her
Lord.
have it.
ah,
Hey,
it's still
Yeah, F
knocked
plus
you
plus. Let her have it, dude. Let her have it.
off
I
the
didn't think she
honor
did all that
roll.
bad.
So for that reason, you'll have to talk to them later in the green room about their answers. But it still lands you in the B department because you have two strong A's and an A minus. So as long as speed bump over here doesn't do you in, you will at least get 5 points on the board. Let's hear
Speed
what.
bump already voted though.
Oh, he already went. So Damien was your last one.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just used to having more people on the screen. All right, give it up for Nikki
yeah,
for her B plus plus. uh, Poor Nikki ruined it for you, but because that went so fast and so furious, we have time to rock on to our next category, which is trivia. You say trivia. It's an interactive comedy trivia game where you guys in the audience can help our comedic cast get on the right page and um, make their fellow castmates' life a living hell in the things that they want them to do for comedy. All right, so in the first one, because I need some good trivia questions here, I'm gonna ask Nikki, what topic is your trivia question in?
Fashion.
Ooh, okay. See, that's something different. All right, Speed Bump, what is your trivia question in?
Capcom,
I can't hear you.
Capcom,
Capcom. Isn't that like comics?
something like that.
Ooh, I okay. That rolls right into what we're doing. So we got fashion and Capcom. How about you, Randy?
Presidential quotes.
I think I am so tired of hearing about these bozos. I don't know. We'll see. Damien and Tony, what category is your trivia question in?
Nocturnal emissions.
Mine was slurs I can say.
Lock it in.
Wait a minute. Nocturnal what?
Nocturnal emissions.
Nocturnal emissions. All right, guys
Yep.
out there tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. I hope you guys are tuning in and listening because I'm going to need to know what y'all want to hear because that's important to us. We got one more. Insane and Brooklyn, what category is your trivia question in?
It's a quote.
It's a what?
A quote. Something somebody said.
A quote. Okay, so all right, a quote. All
Yes.
right. Hmm.
Who
All
said
right.
that?
You know what? I think we're gonna go with let's see. Let's see if the audience says anything. Oh, Matt Timney says Capcom. So
Hmm.
we are gonna go with Capcom and Speed Bump, you're up.
Okay. So my question is, what is Capcom? What is Capcom known for? Uh, A, video games. B, uh, comic books. Or C, anime.
Ah, okay, ask the question one more time.
So the question is, what is Capcom? Is Capcom a video game company, or an anime company, or a comic book company?
All right, you guys heard the question twice, heard the answers twice. 60 seconds on the clock. And when I say conversations, I mean conversations. Please don't just keep yelling out stuff. I don't know how many
All
times
right.
I got to say that. Let everybody talk. There's only four of you this time, so it should be a lot easier. Let the conversations begin.
Okay.
I know damn
Remember, we got
good and wet.
Well,
Go ahead.
Capcom is my mortgage company. I think it's video games, not a mortgage company.
Video games. It is video games. Lock it in.
it is video games. Remember, we're
I have
trying to
no
make the
idea.
clown smile, not make his teeth with a revolver.
I have no
Yeah.
idea. So video games. I'm on the
It's video
bandwagon.
Lock
games.
it in.
Lock it in.
It's
Okay.
it like Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, Asteroids, Capcom, Atari.
I think I
Uh,
seen it on Frogger one time.
Yep, there you go, Capcom.
all right, Damien, camera on, malfunction junction. The team of you two, tell us what the team went with, and do you think you got it right?
We went with video games. I do believe we have got it correct. I mean, I played a lot of video games, and I've seen it on a lot of video games. It's like the first thing you see on every video game ever since video games before Atari. I think maybe I may have just talked out the side of my neck, but it really don't matter. The answer is A. It's video games.
Okay, I'm digging it. All right, Speed Bump, give us the answer and a little background.
So the answer is A. And the video games that they are known for is like Street Fighter, Mega Man, all those kind of games. Mostly like fighting games, RPGs.
Okay, I'm definitely digging. I was a master at Street Fighter. That was my game. So I should have known that one, but I didn't. They got it right, so you get Zippo points, and your fate lies in their hands. So let's hear what they have to say. All right, Randy. Um, oh, I guess I can say this. All right, cast. Cameras on, and you guys will have 60 seconds on the clock to decide what Speed Bump will be doing. The only question that's up for debate is whether he'll be doing 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let the conversations begin.
Something else.
I,
Something
I want
else.
to. I want to hear him do 3 minutes of material, man. Hold on a minute. Simmer
The new
down.
guy. The new guy.
Speed bump.
Oh yeah, I want Speed Bump to do a Speed Bump. I love you. I want you to do 3 minutes of comedy and do a better set than you did last time. I know you got it in you, bro. I want you to do 3 minutes of you comedy.
All right, then. What they said. Locked in.
All right,
Lock
3 minutes
that
of
thing.
comedy.
Yep.
Let's do
Duck your damn
it.
nose, Nikki.
I guess he's going to do 3 minutes of comedy.
All right. It seems like Speed Bump, your fellow castmates want to hear you make them giggle for 3 minutes. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock. And in this mini game, we are going to be playing my turn for comedy. So everybody starts with their cameras off. If Speed Bump makes you laugh, turn your camera on to show your appreciation. If he doesn't make you laugh, leave it off and we'll talk about it later. You must do this within the 3 minutes that he is performing. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, 3 minutes on the clock. It does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night.
Please
You
let
Let
better
it be
make
it
it
funny.
be
funny because I
funny.
want you to be waterboarded by your lady. Don't cheat me.
So I get to start now. All right. I'm a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm a little slow. I had to put my helmet on. So let me put my helmet on and my seatbelt on before I hit the speed bump. Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna go. It's my turn now. So hello. My name is Speed Bump. I am a recovering addict of speed. I like speed, whatever it is, Molly, ecstasy, meth, coke, whatever. I'm a recovering addict of alcohol also. And the way I quit, I recovered is my friends. They put my drugs and my alcohol on the top shelf. So people people also ask me if I ever need help. And I'm like, no, unless you're gonna push me into a tax bracket with benefits, then I don't need no help. Oh, talking about benefits, how does that work in a wheelchair? Let me explain to you. So one gotta go clockwise and one gotta go counterclockwise. So which one goes counterclockwise and one goes clockwise? Well, obviously that's me because I can't do much. I'm in a wheelchair, so I could try my best. And so, what is Jesus' favorite band? So I'm gonna tell you, Jesus' favorite band is Nine Inch Nails. My favorite band is also Nine Inch Nails. Why is it my favorite band? Because it gets me closer to God. God, my bad. Slur. Um, so I learned how to swim by my father. My father took me into the deep end and he pushed me. Not just me. Keep in mind, I can't swim. Or can I? I don't know. Obviously, I can because I'm still here. So he pushed me in my wheelchair and everything into the water and he told me to swim. Kick your legs. And I'm like, Daddy, I can't kick my legs. He's like, use your arms. You're not crippled. You might be crippled at the legs, but you're not crippled at the arms. You can use your arms. Doggy paddle. Doggy paddle. Do it. You got it. So obviously, I made it past the 27th club. And if you don't know what the 27th club is, I'm 37. I'm 35 years old, and I made it past the 27th club. I'm not dead.
Lock it in.
Mhm.
Lock it in.
Well, all right. There we go. Time is up. That was a very nice set. I said some peaks and valleys. I will give you 1 point for everybody that turned their stream on for you. I will give you an additional bonus 5 points if everybody turned their screen on for you. Okay.
Okay.
So how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty good. I don't think I know I did pretty damn good.
Oh, okay. I like the confidence. I love the confidence. So let's check it out. All right, y'all give it up for Speed Bump in the full stream turn. So that means you got 9 points on the board. You got one for everybody, and then you got a bonus. So let's get some comments. Nikki, what got you to push the button for Speed Bump?
A few different things. The first one, so smooth. Like he jumped into it. He put the bass in his voice. He was in the camera. He was ready to go. And that's like a million times like the polar opposite of what we had the last go round. So I really love that. But also I started hollering when he was like, unless you can push me into a different tax bracket. Lock that in, son.
That was pretty funny. All right, Randy, what got you to turn your stream on for Speed Bump?
Well, I'm always in for tasteless handicap jokes. I'm all in for that for sure.
Tasteless, always in for the tasteless handicap jokes. I totally get it. All right, moving right along. Damien and Malfunction Junction, what got you to turn your stream on for Speed Bump?
Well, I don't know what Tony is going to say, but what I will say is this: Speed Bump. from last performance you did. Oh my God, 100%. You had me cracking up. And what I really, really respected is from the last time I saw you to now, you really give a crap about the art of comedy, and that was amazing. You did an outstanding job. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, man. Basically, he said everything I was going to say.
Shut up. Say something else. Say he sucks.
I'm not going to say he sucks. I mean,
All
he's
right.
got palsy and shit. What's
All right.
wrong with you?
Hey, man, I was going to be mean.
For the
You
low
be the
price
mean
of a
one.
cup of coffee a day.
You be the mean one for this time.
We'll get it together. We're gonna go on to Insane in Brooklyn. What got you guys came on at the last minute. I actually was gonna count you out, but I'm long-winded, so you made it just in time. Um, what got you to finally turn on your stream for Speed Bump?
We thought it was great. I mean, he was stagnant for a while, and then he was just rolling right through.
Mm.
Rolling right through. Amazing.
Pun intended.
I do have a question, though. When he has oral sex, is that considered Meals on Wheels? I'm asking or is it Uber Eats?
Ask his wife.
Gosh, I can remember where this one is.
I try never to talk to women directly.
Is definitely going, and it is going into our next game, which is called da, 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 da. Let's see, what do I want to do? Oh, I want to get you guys' 2 cents. And my 2 cents is a segment where I get to ask you guys about different topics that's rolled across my timeline and see if I can get you guys to make sense out of it. See what I did there? All right. So this is a roundtable discussion. So I want to hear it all from each and every one of you, even you guys tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. So the question is, why did you want to be a comedian? Hashtag weigh in, y'all. Let's start with the double duo Insane in Brooklyn. I'll give you both a chance to answer so that you don't fight over it. So we'll start with our newbie Brooklyn. Why do you want to be a comedian?
It was thrust upon me, honestly, and I am just being generous enough to, ruin people's lives by being mean and funny at the same time. And the youngest of 13 Irish children, I survived a lot.
I see. Okay, so comedy gave you a way out. Okay. Insane. Why do you want to be a comedian?
Again, as my father was Lee Sane, the master of ceremonies in the Catskill Mountains, at 2, I was Stephen Sane and didn't realize till I was 12, so I have to live up to the name.
I like it. Definitely have to live up to the name. All right, you two. I'll give each one of you a chance to answer. We'll start with
You go.
Well, I gave everything I had away and had nothing else to give away or lose. Figured I had everything else to gain. Why not try it out? And it's worked out pretty well so far.
Okay.
And for me, 30 years ago, I realized something, and that was God gave me a gift, and I can make people laugh. And anytime someone goes to a club, the one thing that keeps me going is when people come up to me after a show and they say, "Hey, you know what, Damien? I had a bad day. This stuff was going wrong in my life, and tonight I had a great time. I laughed my ass off, and I want to thank you." And that's why I do it over and over and over again. Is for that reason alone. One audience member coming up and saying that, and they do it every damn show.
I love it. Lock it in. All right, Randy. Why do you want to be a comedian?
Well, being Irish and German, I think it's a requirement, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it? I'm African American. I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing with me. So I don't know.
Well, the Irish, they've been telling their stories for a lot of years, and that was how history was carried forward, was through Irish tales and stories. And for the Germans as well. They've been telling those stories, and when you throw in that juice, the go juice, the stories really get crazy.
Crazy, man. All right, speed bump. Why do you want to be a comedian?
Well, why do I want to be a comedian is because I get to make new friends, and it helps me boost my confidence. Because at first, before I got on this show, my life is all over the place. All bullshit aside, my life is upside down, and y'all make my life better and easier. So I want to keep coming back.
Oh, oh, we're
Oh,
right up there with comedy. I know, big heartbeats. I love you. Okay, Nikki, why do you want to be a comedian?
because laughter is the best medicine, plain and simple.
Yeah, amen.
Um,
Amen. Lock it in.
and
Lock it in.
better than any drug or liquor or anything. And if I had the chance to spread that love and make people feel a little bit better about whatever's going on, then I'm gonna do it, by God. And also, Jerry Springer told me I couldn't bring my family on there no more because it was, like we after 3 episodes, you got to simmer down. So, you know,
This was the next step. I get it. Okay. Well, definitely all good reasons, and I'm glad all of you guys became comedians because you're right, laughter is the best medicine. um Damien, making people laugh is just something that I love to do. I'm not quite like you guys, but I do love to see people have a good time. And Malfunction Junction, I'm with you. It was like, what's the worst that could happen? Let's just give it a shot. um uh and Insane in Brooklyn. There's only three of us, but we did have to jockey for position, and I still am jockeying for position at 50. So laughter definitely helps me to get over where I am in life, definitely. And Insane, I don't have a father that I have to live up to, so I can only imagine where that goes. Randy, I'm black, so I don't know about the whole Irish thing, but yeah, I'm glad that that it put you over here. And definitely Speed Bump, we are always so happy to have new people, and especially when they take to the format. It's always refreshing for me to see, and we just enjoy it, adopting people along the way. So, for all you people out there who have any of these, desires, and you haven't made the step yet, if you guys want to come on the show, just let me know. I think you're the gateway drug. We're definitely the gateway drug.
hey.
We're the gateway. You get to clowning over here, you might not want to stop. All right, it is time for us to jump into our next game, which is a classic and one that we've been playing since the inception of Sauce in the City. And this game is going to be led by my old friend Insane. Now, we are going to pray for this. And Insane, I'm even going to help you out. I've loaded up pictures, so it's very easy, but you have it your way. You can either use the pictures, or you can use our original format, which is just pick something up and go for what you know. It's your game, so take it away.
So we each do like a 30-second commercial, and on the
Yeah.
product.
Yep.
I'll let Brenda just flash a thing on the screen because she doesn't flash the screen often. We'll try that this time, and
I thought it was a minute.
you get up to a minute. I guess it's up to a minute. I'll let Brooklyn participate as a contestant, and we're gonna who has the least amount of points here. Well, Speed Bump's the newest, I think. You guys have the least amount of points as a double team.
My boyfriend is waving his hand.
I see Damien did. He's showing you a sign.
I'm not cheap or easy. Sorry.
We'll let you guys go
I'm a
first.
sailor. I'm a sailor.
Yes,
I
Seaman
adore
Seaman.
semen. My father was a Navy man. We're not doing this.
Let them go first, and then we'll go from
I'm
there.
new here.
Let Brenda do her thing. Flash something, Brenda. Well, that's you. The heck is that?
Wow.
Those are
Sell that skew. Sell it. Sell it.
Go for it, Dickie and Tony.
Well, you know what? If you've got what's that called? If you got a little foot fungus, this shit'll just eat your stuff right up. Okay. And this is from Everglades, which is south of where Randy's at. And what you do is, if you got foot fungus and your toenails are curling over and they're yellow, and you really need like vice grips and pliers to fucking cut your toenails, these are the shoes for you. Knock it away, Tony. How many of you bought this week?
About 3 pounds. They made by real crocodiles. Big crocodile faces. Did you see that? Whole head even.
How do you get your foot in their head, bro?
The back of it. They just take the top of it out with their eyes on.
Yeah,
You saw how they did that.
That's a bunch of crap, man.
Their tongue is the insert.
Why would you want to hurt a gator? Oh my goodness, I'm out of here. I am out of here. I am out of here. Hurting gators.
Smokes crack.
Y'all are hurting gators.
I love crack. Probably shouldn't say that, but it's good for you.
Y'all are hurting gators, man. That's pretty messed
So
up,
the
okay?
crocodiles know your animals.
Bunch of crap. Hey, just buy it for $19.99. They're sold by Jews in Naples on 3rd and 5th Avenue. Right, Randy?
I actually made it on the island of Lesbos, by the way.
There you go. Yes, Island Rada.
The time is up on that, and so that was your first item.
All right, so who wants to compete with that? What do we do here?
Ooh,
Remind me what we do here, Brenda.
Next person has got to sell something.
Yeah, pick
Yes,
next.
let's see. Speed Bump. Let's give Speed Bump a product to sell. Flash something on the screen for us.
Well, today is about the that is brought to you by bacon. Bacon is the best. I like it. Put it on anything. The best bacon bandages. Ooh, bacon bandages, even better. You can't eat them. You can't eat them. Remember that. You can't eat them, but you can put them on your skin, and it, you can pretend, and it sticks on you just like Band-Aids, but better. Sell it. Keep going.
Keep going.
All right. So we're gonna sell these bacon. You remember, you can't eat them. You can't eat them because the price is very low. It's 75 cents. We're going low with these. These are very good. I'm trying to sell these. I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna sell them like I'm gonna sell your soul. See, Rob Zombie. So. Like I said, you can't eat these, but you could try if you like them. I mean, everybody eats Tide Pods, so I don't see why not. Everybody likes to eat Tide Pods, so I guess you could eat the Band-Aids. You can scratch.
All right.
Disclaimer: we do not take any responsibility for these actions. Third person go.
I find it adorable how he loses his footing.
I want Brooklyn to do one. Can Brooklyn do one? Then we'll score them. Go for it, Brooklyn. Flash something on the screen.
What?
What is that? Have fun with those, baby. Thank you.
Is your Brooklyn away on a camping trip or out at a comedy convention? Have half his mouth anywhere you like at a quick, low price of $19.99. It could be a dismembered vagina. I don't know. What are we selling here? This is QVC, and I'm Kathy Lee Gifford, and I'm selling the gift. We're calling it the gift. The gift of gash. It's delicious. It tastes just like the real thing. I use one to stay thin because I throw up immediately. It's wonderful dietary needs. It's part of a balanced breakfast. You cannot eat one for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. I don't eat one constantly. They're disgusting. You picked the right one to make me try to vomit on. Thank you very
Oh God. Okay. Time. And you have. Uh, keep going.
So there are your three commercials. I guess we get to vote on which one you like best, Nikki, and why.
I gotta go with Malfunction and Dickie. Mostly Malfunction because I hollered as usual when he said the insoles was the alligator's tongue. You can't. That's man. That's a banger right there. He was like the tongue's in the insole. I'd have bought him.
We got to vote for the alligator shoes and the Damien Tony team up group. All right, Randy, who do you think was the funniest out of those three commercials?
What a selection. A purple mouth, alligator shoes with real teeth, and bacon. And, jeez. I'm going to be the one that eats the bacon. Yeah, I'm going to eat the bacon.
much. High five.
Oh,
myself.
So you're going to go with bacon bandages with speed bump. So we've got a split here. So who would I vote for? Damien wants to say something. Or he's just showing muscle.
Vote for the Jew.
Vote for the Jew. I didn't do anything.
Him.
Yes. Well, if I had to break the tie, I'm going to go
Jack
with
and the
Damien
Jew
and
stock
Tony.
over there.
He's saying to vote for them. All right. So
I'm
Damien
German.
takes
I get to
it.
vote, right?
5 points, and that's two.
Don't I get to vote?
Sure. Okay. What do you vote for?
I vote for Brooklyn. I vote for Brooklyn because it reminded me of my mother. Swear to Christ. And you talk like her. You know, it was almost nostalgic. And my mom used to sell sex toys on the side, like a Tupperware club, and you sold the shit out of that. The awesome sauce. I give it
If
all
I
to
had
Brooklyn.
any moisture
Whatever
left
points
in
you give
me,
me, I'm
honey.
giving it to Brooklyn. And Brooklyn's new. At Brooklyn, you get all my points. Whatever they give me, you get them all.
We're so.
I want any damn
around
points.
here.
Brooklyn killed it.
It is crazy. Well, I hope that you're practicing running these games for your satellite show. And I am going to have your cast do that one thing that we do all the time. No, not that one thing, the other one thing. And that is our new game. Don't try this at home just yet. Wait till you get the cards and we work out all the kinks. But we are about to grade your game. So I will give you insane. I will give your team 5 points if you guys can stay in the AB range. I will give you 10 points if you can hang on to the honor roll. Deal?
All right. We agree with this.
All right. So here we go. We have our folks out in the audience just chatting it up. Shout out to them. So who's going to be your first grader?
First grade, let's see, Mrs. Abramowitz. Oh, no, let's try Randy. He's a first grader.
All right, Randy, A, B, C, D, or F, fail, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that game?
Well, he did start off slow, and then it really went off the wheels after that. Funny wise, it was funny, definitely funny. I'll give him an A minus. Yeah.
An A minus. Okay, an A minus is still an A. So you are still on that honor roll, hanging on by a knuckle, but who's going to be your next grader?
Boy, speed bump. Let's see what he's on.
All right, speed bump. A, B, C, D, or F, L. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that game?
I'm gonna go with an A. I liked it because it was slow at first, but it picked up and I liked it that it didn't last an hour. It was definitely fun, so I give it an A.
Okay. You guys are giving out the A's like no worries. So very good, Insane. You're almost there. You're still on the honor roll. Who's gonna be your next grader?
I'll take the square poll in, Damien.
All right,
And
now you got Nikki and you got Damien left, and Damien is a hard grader. Are you sure that you guys want to go with Damien?
We got to know eventually.
But maybe you can feel good beforehand. All right, Damien. A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you rate? What would you grade that game?
All right, I just got to say it this way. It was a couple of episodes ago. I said Nikki Halstead was the next Roseanne Barr, and I think that Brooklyn reminds me of Harvey Firestein in Mrs. Doubtfire, and Insane as Robin Williams. That was badass. A plus plus. A plus plus.
Okay,
Badass.
A
Drop
plus
the mic.
plus. Drop the mic. Y'all got all the pseudonyms. All right. So tic tac toe, three funny folks in a row. Y'all give it up for Insane. And hanging on to the honor roll. Hey, all right. Um, so you only have one grader left, and as long as she doesn't give you a F, you will hang on to the honor roll. So let's see what she has to say. All right, Nikki, A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you
Man,
grade that game?
let me go on and just get. Hey, get out of here. Look. What's understood don't have to be explained, Brenda. Like it works. It had its moments, but they know how to keep it moving. I like the duo. It works.
All right, y'all give it up for Insane hanging on to the
Hey,
honor roll. He's got 10 points, and you guys are moving right along, and that's how I like it because now it is time for our next trivia question. And in this one, we are going to play our mini game of tap in to see who will be asking their trivia question. In this mini game, everybody will turn their streams off. I will ask a very basic question, and the first person who turns their screen on and yells tap in will win the opportunity to answer the question and play the game. Everybody with me?
Yes.
yes.
Yep.
Everybody can't be with me because I still see screens on.
Oh,
All right, basic question. What's the new guy's name?
Tap
Tap
in.
in. Tap in.
Tap in.
Speed bump.
I got it.
No,
Brooklyn.
speed bump. Yay, that is correct. It is Brooklyn. So go ahead and you already had a chance to do a trivia question, but now you get another chance. Ask your question.
All right. So my question is comic books. So what comic book does Spider-Man belong to? Marvel, DC, or Dark Horse?
Ooh, I love the comic books section. Ask the question one more time and give the answers one more time.
The question is comic books. What comic book does Spider-Man belong to? DC, Marvel, or Dark Horse?
All right, you guys heard the question twice, heard the answers twice. 60 seconds on the clock to come up with an answer. Let the conversations begin.
I'm thinking Marvel.
Well, I'm a Spider-Man
It's
junkie,
Marvel.
and I know it's Marvel because that's Stan Lee. It's Marvel.
Yeah,
My first boyfriend owned a comic book store. It's Marvel.
locked in.
Yep, Marvel. Go lock
What
it
about
in.
Marvel all day.
Marvel? Locked in.
I love it. All right, Insane in Brooklyn, camera on. Tell me what the group decided, and do you guys think you got it right?
It's Marvel, and
We
it's
got it.
absolutely.
You said that with such a surety. I have nowhere left to go but to bring Speed Bump back and have him give us the answer and a little background.
So the question was A. It is Marvel. What comes with great responsibilities, and what comes with great superpowers comes great responsibilities. And R.I.P. Stanley, the greatest of Marvel.
Okay, well, with that question, you did not get it right. Cameras on everybody else. You guys will decide whether he will do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. It is totally up to you, but that is the only question that's up for discussion.
He's
30
got to.
seconds on the clock and let the
Well,
conversation
he-
He's
begin.
he's got to do something else this
well,
time.
he's
Something
already
else.
done 3 minutes of comedy, so it's got to be something
Exactly.
else.
Pretty
Kitty,
Kidding.
Something
much.
else.
Something else. Lock it in.
Anything else? Lock it
can
in.
you do?
You guys are very, very nice. I would have liked to see 3 more minutes of comedy. I want to press him to the max, but it seems that you guys have decided something else. So, Nikki, camera on. What else would you like to see Speed Bump do?
Oh gosh, so many options. Um, I want him to be whatever he's doing. I want him to pretend like he's drunk as a skunk.
Drunk as a skunk on wheels. Okay. Randy Holton, camera on. What other would you like to see Speed Bump do?
While singing the battle hymn of the Republic.
I don't know if he knows that song. Can we get something a little more up to date, not back when the inception of the United States was created, please?
Well, that's glory, glory, glory. Ali, right? Marching to the something more. Wow. Okay, national anthem.
Okay, that's maybe something you're down with these songs. I have to talk to you in the green room because there's a song. Okay. Damien, what other would you like to see Speed Bump do?
Everything they said while gargling water.
Mhm.
Everything they said while gargling water. So that would be singing. What did you say, Randy?
Oh, we
Dangerous. It'll be dangerous
national
while gargling water.
Whoa, 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 Damien, let him answer. What did you
nas-
say?
national anthem and then
The
drunk.
national anthem while gargling and Nikki while drunk. Okay.
Drunk as a skunk.
Junk is a skunk. All right, Insane and Brooklyn. What other would you like to see Speed Bump do?
Can he do it in a voice of Bugs Bunny?
Mhm.
I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I okay, we're drunk as a skunk. We are singing the national anthem. We are gargling while doing what?
Bugs Bunny.
An
Bugs Bunny.
impersonation of Bugs Bunny or some other cartoon character related. I'll give him the.
All right. 3 minutes on the clock, Speed Bump. You have heard your marching orders. It does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night.
It better be funny.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Mhm.
oh, hold up, I'm drunk. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, my that's online. What was I doing? I'm a little drunk here. I don't remember. Oh wait, I think I was supposed to do a character. Hello, I'm Kermit the Frog here. I know it's not
Jeez.
dope. Come, that boy not right. That boy not right.
Mm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. I think I was supposed to drown. Not the best, but gotta put my helmet on because I'm about to hit that speed bump.
No speed bumps.
That was awesome.
Okay, we'll put you out of your misery. 1 minute shy, but that's okay. He was dying there, so I definitely will uh put him out of his misery. But the part that you did do was hilarious. I wish you would have kept going. You had it. You were on the brink. I think you just got to assure of yourself somewhere around like probably like 45 seconds. I don't know if you felt you had anywhere else to go, but the part that you did was hilarious. So we are going to give you another chance to earn some more points on the board in test yo funny, and that is where I will give you 5 points if you can stay in the AB range, and I will give you 10 points if you can hang on to the honor roll. Deal?
Yeah.
All right, let's set your board. Who's going to be your first grader?
I'm gonna test my luck and go with Dickie and Tony.
Let's do it. All right, you two, A, B, C, D, or F L bomb. How did he do on his performance?
I got to give him an A+ again, and I'm going to tell you something right now, Speed Bump. I know that Brenda was talking about you didn't use all your time, but I will tell you this: I would much rather hire someone who was supposed to do a 20-minute set and does 5 minutes and just kills it than 20 minutes of crap.
Ooh, I'm
You
digging
killed
it.
it, and whatever time you didn't take up, drop the mic, get off stage. You
Drop
did
the
great.
mic
A+.
and get off the stage. Okay, you garnered some favoritism uh, by
Badass.
giving
Badass.
the minute back to the show. So that works. Who is going to be your next grader?
Brooklyn and Insane.
All right, let's do it. All right, you two, A, B, C, D, or F L bomb. What
You
would you
like
grade
me.
that
You really
performance?
like me. It's an A, absolutely. I love that your wife walked in the room and you were absolutely mindless, and she's like, "Cool." Um, so I admire that she knows that you're both insane, and I'm not quite sure what's wrong with you, but I'm so into it. So yes, it's an A for me. Whatever you're suffering from, I love it. Thank you. Keep it up.
I love this. Okay, well, two strong, appreciative A's. So, what do I know? Who's going to be your next grader?
Randy.
All right, let's do it. All right, Randy, A, B, C, D, or F L bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
I wanted to hear Bugs Bunny. I didn't hear Bugs Bunny. So I'll give him a B.
Oh, the old B. Oh, man. Oh, speed bump. You were so there, but I think, well, wait, two enthusiastic A's and a B. That means you're at an A minus. So
Yes.
but you're not on the honor roll though, because you have to have all A's to be on the honor roll. But you still have a chance to win 5 points. So who's going to be your next grader?
Nikki.
Yeah, there's only one left, even though I think Bacon has finally made it into the studio and might be able to play the next game. But Nikki, A, B, C, D, or F L bomb, what would you grade that performance?
I'm gonna give him a strong B because he started out and I thought I was following right, and I thought he was doing the gargling water part, but turns out he was like he was drunk. So like that, and I mean I enjoyed it. I don't really know what else to say on that one. I think he's getting a lot better coming with stuff off the top of the dome. Like I'm proud of you, brother. You doing good, Speed Bump.
All right, speed bump. And I think Bacon is moving around. She's finally able to join us. And now that she's here, we're going to hit up this last trivia question. And we're going to hope her microphone works.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
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 Yay! I don't know for how long. I'm afraid to touch anything. Dang it, it
Do
dropped,
you
didn't
have
it?
a trivia question?
I do. Okay, so what is the actual definition, or like not really definition, but like the correct usage in the next what like answers of the word defenestration? Defenestration is defenestration to defend your yourself or someone else's dick from being castrated? Is it throwing a freshly cut off dick out a window? Or is it when you start castrating someone and you change your mind halfway through, or they run or whatever and you don't get to finish?
Ooh, very funny question. I love it. All right, ask it one more time and give the answers one more time.
What is the proper usage of the word defenestration? Is it defending your dick from castration? Is it to throw a castrated dick out the window? Or is it when you start castrating something and you don't finish?
You heard the question twice, you heard the answers twice. I am going to turn on your comments and give you guys 60 seconds on the clock to discuss. Once you come to your answer, turn your cameras off and y'all in. And I know that you guys have come to a decision. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
Is this the big
I'm going to
word of
go
the
with
day?
whatever Nikki says. Whatever Nikki says, we should lock it in. I have no idea.
I
Go
don't
What
on,
you
want
love.
trying to say,
to.
Dickie?
I don't want to think
As
about
a
my.
fan of penises, I am appalled at this question. I want to think it's A because I don't want to hear any harm came to a penis during the making of this. Terrible, horrible.
Ever had a second decision? We're going with one.
Look.
Lock it in.
Does it?
I want to go
Lock it
with
in.
B. I feel like it's some Lorena Bobbitt stuff where he just take that you yeet that thing out the window. By God, just
And then the raccoons pick it up and run with it.
toss that
I
thing.
think it's, you know what I'm saying? Go with Nikki. Nikki knows this stuff, man. She's a scientist when it comes to dicks. All right. So let's go with what Nikki says. It's B. Lock it in.
Man, yo, mama, Dickie, lock it
That
in.
that's B, I guess.
All right. Somebody turn on their camera and tell me the answer. And do you think you got it right?
Yes, because Nikki said so. She knows all about dicks. We're good. I'm serious, man. You got to go with the vagina, man. They know how it fits and all that stuff. And she's the only one on the squad tonight. So, yeah, we're going with Nikki. Nikki's a baller and a shot caller. Let's go with that.
Baller and shot caller.
20-inch blades on the Impala. Oh, so y'all are correct. It is B, but the word actually has nothing to do with dicks. I just always thought like the other one sounded more fitting of definitions, but defenestration means to throw a person or thing out a window. You can
Let's
defenestrate
go.
anything.
Amen.
So I think they got it wrong.
No, they got
So
it right.
Okay,
they got it right.
yeah,
And I think actually Nikki led that fight because she said it was like some Lorena Bobbitt stuff. And
yes, throw it out the window.
I guess Nikki was right. Listen to
An
Nikki.
overpass.
Thank
It
you.
was an
Thank you,
overpass.
Brooklyn.
All
Thank you,
right,
Brooklyn.
Bacon, you get no points, and your fate is left in their hands. All right, everybody. 30 seconds on the clock to decide whether she'll do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. That's the only question that's up for discussion. So let the conversations begin.
We haven't seen her comedy for a while, so 3 minutes of comedy.
Yeah, I'd say three
I
minutes of
agree.
comedy. She's waiting to do her 3 minutes. I'm telling you, she's been talking about it. Let's let her do her 3 minutes. You got new stuff. She can do it.
We
3 minutes.
need
3 minutes.
some.
Lock it in.
We need some greasy bacon. Lock that thing in.
That's right. Lock it in.
All right, Bacon. Seems like your castmates gave you a break tonight. They'd like to hear 3 minutes of comedy. It does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night.
It better be funny.
Funny.
All right. Well, since I am apparently on the topic of dicks tonight, we're gonna go with that. So, if I had a dick, y'all would all be in trouble. I would have to wear those like old school hammer time pants. Just so I had enough room to walk around. I would helicopter everywhere. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. And I would just like anytime I pulled it out and somebody was about to go down, like a whole series of events would have to happen, and I doubt I would get my dick sucked after. But as soon as they get close enough, I'm just gonna have to like whack, whack, whack right in the face, mushroom stamp right to the forehead. I've seen you do it. You do that flex thing where it just like wachoo, wachoo, and I'm like, I want to do that so bad. I tried, but the Kegels don't they don't go to the outside. Like I can't. I don't have any like clit exercises that I can do to be like, like, or I would like I would tickle your nose every time you came down. In fact, if someone was about to go down on me and my little clit stuck up like a little tiny dick, I would stick it in your nose every time. Be like, you got any of that booger sugar? I need some loogie lube, please. We'll take the hot fluid right out of that. I'll just go straight to the source, suck it out like one of them little baby suction cups.
Oh.
And I
Totally,
don't
she
have
shot
a dick, but this is something that I do anytime I go down on a guy. And if you can make it past this and still keep it hard, then you deserve the blowjob I'm about to give you. Now I get right down there to it, and then I take it and I make it look at you, and then I start moving it like it's singing or talking, and then I start singing the frog song. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. And honestly, if you can make it through that, like, y'all are lucky I haven't made a little top hat and a cane just to bring out, like, every time. I would carry it everywhere I went on a just in case. Like,
badass.
no, but if I had a penis, y'all would all be in trouble. Because, then I would just go fuck myself. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about it. And, I'm done. Oh, I had one more. I'm sorry. Also, right when they bust, right when I went to bust in their mouth, I would have to like reach under and tickle their little armpit, and they make this shit right out their nose, like snarf it.
Oh, God. Oh, y'all give it up for Bacon in the house,
Hey.
doing her thing, and making me wonder about where I'm going in life. All right, Bacon, very nicely done. and you're a latecomer, but we still give you a chance to get some points on the board in this segment of Test Your Funny. And that is, but maybe everybody out there doesn't know. I will give you 5 points if you can stay in the AB range, and I will give you 10 points if you can stay on the honor roll. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Who's going to be your first grader?
I'm gonna choose Nikki because I swear she wishes she had a dick for all the same reasons.
Nikki, camera on. A, B, C, D, or F, L, Bob. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
That's my girl, dog. Oh my god. A+, dude. That's what I'm talking about with that greasy shit, Bacon. God damn. I'm talking about when you she said, put it up his nose, by God. Like,
She said,
what are you doing? I love your face. You are my fucking dog, dude. I love that. A+. Lock it in.
all right. You got an enthusiastic A, so you are well on your way on the honor roll. Who's your next grader?
We're gonna go with Dickie and Malfunction. Malfunction Dick? I don't know, but it's in the name.
A, B, C, D, or F.
I gotta agree with Nikki.
What would you
I gotta
give
agree
her
with Nikki.
performance?
Well, I got to go with Nikki. It's got to be an A+ because that was a stellar performance. But the one thing that got me, I almost pissed myself, is when you were talking about mushroom welts on the forehead. I had to get up and leave. Go ahead. What did you think, bro?
I give it an A. It was good. Good shit.
A+.
I said what I said.
All right, never mind.
You're still on the honor roll. It's an A. God damn it.
Hey, I'll take it.
Well, you got 2A, god dang it. So wait a minute, you got an A, god dang it, and an A by God. So therefore, you are doing well. Who's going to be your next grader?
Insane in the membrane and his little eye candy on his lap over there.
All right. Cameras on, you fellas. A, B, C, D, or FL Bob. What would you grade that performance?
I am a huge fan of bacon before I've ever sat in this chair. I like you extra crispy. And if you did have a penis, I like them with the crust cut off. So it's going to be a no for me, but definitely an A. You both scared me by having a penis and being a woman.
You got them all confused. All right.
Oh, no.
So 3 votes in a row. So y'all give it up for Bacon for hanging on to the A list so far.
Hey, lock it in. Randy was jerking off.
All the
Randy was jerking off.
At this point, y'all supposed to do nothing but clap your hands. Can y'all clap?
I can't clap because I'm holding the phone, but you know.
Okay.
You my boy, Blue.
You get the point. All right. All right. So who's going to be your next grader?
I want to go with my speed bump. C bump.
Speed bumpity bump. Camera on. A, B, C, D, or FL. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
I'm gonna go with an A because I like raunchy sex jokes and it's just right there on my alley. I love it. Dude, I love it.
He called her dude.
Get a treat tonight.
Dude. You hear that? Yeah, call her dude.
That is right up your alley, and I just pictured you being shoved down a bowling lane and you're in your wheelchair like, God.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Well, Bacon, you got 4 enthusiastic A's. You can hang on to your honor roll. You have 1 grader left, and as long as he doesn't sink your battleship, you will be walking off the screen with 10 points. So let's hear what Randy has to say. All right, Randy, A, B, C, D, or FL, boom. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I was holding on to my dick the whole performance for sure.
Yeah, it's waxing it.
Because unless you get like a chastity belt or something, like look the fuck out. But I will give her an A for sure.
All right, y'all give it up for Bacon for hanging on to the honor roll, even though that comment from Randy, I thought it was gonna go down in flames, and I was like, oh no. But we have come to the end of the episode where we do our shout out.
Blackout. No
Yeah,
blackout for Daniel. Okay.
yeah, no blackout for you today. We've already ruined that. So we're going to continue on to the shout out where we pay homage to everybody out there who has been paying attention to us and buying our card decks and making us iconic because without y'all, we're kind of nobody. So 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and award your game master of the night. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, game master. Remember, speed bump, 30 seconds. Shout out, point score, and who's your game master?
My shout out goes to you guys, the panel, and especially you, Miss Brenda. And my other shout out goes to my other group, my other comedy family. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have this family. I wouldn't be as funny as I am, and I would have to go with my dungeon master. Let's see, I would go with uh,
You
Nikki.
know, you know what? Let me throw a caveat in here because I was thinking that our golden shout outs, we love those so much. And I think that the game master is not the person who put on the game, but the person who played the game the best, right?
Who played the game the best? Then that would be me.
You can't vote for you.
I know, I know. I'm gonna go with the duo, um, Brooklyn and Insane,
Okay, why Brooklyn and Insane?
because I like a good duo, and I thought they were a good duo, and they were really funny. I like the raunchiness. Like I said earlier, I like raunchiness jokes. I like sex jokes. I like. Yeah, I'm just a dirty person. I like dark joke. I like dark humor.
Well, we appreciate you and your dark humor coming to give us 3 more minutes of funny. And for the love of late night, it was hilarious. So good for you. Keep on growing and showing. You're just getting better by the episode. So, what was your point score?
My point score was 10,
All
14,
right, 10,
14.
14. Okay. I don't know who said 14, but that's why we have video. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, Randy. Point score, shout out, and crown your game master, which happens to be now the person who played the game the best.
I think I have 10. Now you go
Okay.
to the person that was keeping the score. No. Oh, that was me. No. And I'd like to shout out to Nikki. I think she finally put the antenna on the roof where I told her to put it there the first time. That's why
I
her
did
signals.
not.
Where'd you put it?
It's right there next to the window. It's
Did you stick it? Did you stick it? It's got a
no,
sticky
I
thing on it,
didn't
right?
stick it. I'm afraid if I like stick it, it's still not gonna work. So then it's stuck there.
Well, you got it to work anyways, so that's the good news. So shout out to Nikki for that. So we got to see her dick jokes, which I
That was
enjoyed.
bacon.
Or bacon.
Bacon.
I'm not
Yeah,
Nikki.
bacon.
I
Right.
quit stretching a while
Hold
ago.
on. Stop
s-
yelling across the screen, please.
I'm sorry, my Alzheimer's kicked in for a minute there. Bacon.
All right. So we're talking about bacon and okay. So who gets your game master?
Oh, we'll give it to Nikki. The categories. I like that game.
Now, you sure you're talking about the right person?
Nikki. Nikki.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I just
we
had it.
appreciate you coming by and hanging out for your 10,798th episode. It's always a joy to see you, and thank you for trying to help the rest of the cast members attend the show. I appreciate that, and that is just another way that you support the show by supporting others. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, Malfunction Junction and Dickie. 30 seconds on the, well, wait, a minute, because there's two of you. 30 seconds each to shout out, point score, and crown your game master. And go.
All right, so I mean, I'll be quick. My shout out, I wanted to do a posthumous one real quick to Mike Williams. He was my buddy. We were in rehab together, and he died here recently. I found out today. And if it wasn't for that man, I'd be doing these episodes behind a lot of dumpsters. So, shout out to him for giving me a place when I didn't have one. Um, and, I want to shout out to y'all for being here. I'm going to give my game master to Nikki because, I felt a different way about it. Obviously said so. And I had 0 points. So I'm going to give that to Damien and possibly go ugly face cry somewhere in the corner.
All right. Well, what was the damn question again? All right. So now I want to give it up to Brenda Brown for giving this platform to everyone, because without it, we wouldn't exist. In 10 months, 3 days a week, man, you got to make a commitment. And it's not working for my addictions, but it's a hell of a lot better than going to an AA meeting. So I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Thank you, Brenda. Okay. I mean, I need a life coach, and, it's great knowing that you do this for no other reason but to make us happy. And your narcissism, being a black woman that never shows her face on the game show, and we're not going to talk about that right now because that could turn racist. So I want to say that all the people on the panel, insane. You've known Brenda for a while, and thanks for bringing your girlfriend, Brooklyn. You were amazing, doll. You actually stole the show, and you need to know that. Christy, gangster. Nikki, gangster. Speed bump. Oh man, you are just coming leaps and bounds, my brother, and you just keep it up. I can tell you're working on it. And Randy, go screw yourself, man. Go to the strip clubs in Tampa. Okay, you suck. Randy sucks. Everyone agree? Lock it in. Yeah. No, Randy, you're a champion amongst us idiots. And give it up for Malfunction Junction. He's coming a long way, and he's going to host his first show, and all I'm going to do is make fun of him. So, but my golden shout out goes to the dungeon master, whatever you want to call it, the game master. I got to give that to who I think will be the next new Roseanne Barr, and that's Nikki. She's a gangster. She's a gangster. So I give that to her.
Well, shout out to
Drop the mic.
For stopping by out of your busy nights and coming by to sling some jokes with us. We're going to get the intros under control because we only got one more chance to do it, or else the cards are going to be late. Lock it in. All right.
Lock it in.
Insane and Brooklyn. I'm going to give you guys a minute on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master. And go.
We have 30 points, and as far as a game master, it's probably him. Unless you're saying game master, I'm not sure which. But 30 points. So 30.
Gangster.
Brooklyn, Mr.
Using my government name.
I just go follow.
Absolutely. This has been a hoot. I mean, being compared to a carton of marbles like Damien's mom was a high honor indeed.
Yes.
And I will tell you now that I was often mistaken for a woman on the phone, and my mother was mistaken for a man. She was also the same height, and I'm 6'3", 270.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. All right. Well, we get to ask our new person because you were unexpected, but a great surprise. So it was a little bumpy there at the beginning because you had to decide whether you wanted to join us or not. But since you did, are you ready for your three bonus questions, Brooklyn?
Let's do it.
All right. Number one, did you have a good time despite it all?
Yes, absolutely. And no, despite anything, it was great. I mean,
Oh
uh,
man, it was a weird episode, but so good. All right, number two. What made you decide to come on over and pull up a chair in the studio?
well, I'd
He had a
never
ball
been to
gag in
a
his mouth.
basement apartment before, at least not with a blindfold on. So I was excited about the experience. I
Now,
didn't know
am
people lived underground.
I am curious. Do you hear Steven doing the show, or do you live there with them, or how did you find out about the show in the
Look, you
first
seem
place?
like a
He kept
nice
talking.
lady, but you're asking questions that are just absolutely insane. No, I have my own home.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Oh no,
I,
absolutely. We're actually going to do the next show at my apartment.
Okay. So you're the co-host to the satellite show. Okay, I
I
get it.
am. I am the host and master of ceremonies for our show, actually.
Okay,
I
I'm
wanted
digging
to let you
it.
guys see what I was actually like before it started.
Which is good because Sostin the city and we kind of stick together. So I would have strangled him had he have not done it. So that's really good. We enjoy having you, and I can't wait to see what this spinoff looks like. And number three, most important to us, will you come back and join Steven for another episode? Well, that was the longest part. Okay, did we hear the
And
question or
I don't
no?
think he's coming back, Brenda. I don't think he's
Mike is
coming back,
muted.
Brenda.
I don't think he's coming back either.
He's coming
Yeah,
back.
he looks scared now.
He's coming back.
Say it again.
Gee,
Next
Okay, are
time.
you ready for your third question?
Yep, let's go.
All right, will you come back and join Steven for another episode?
Yes.
Yay, y'all give it up for the
awesome.
newly formed duo of our satellite show out there in New York City.
Hey, boing, 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 boing.
All right. Last but not least, came in right under the wire somewhere when her phone or her whatever her internet start working. Miss Bacon, go ahead, shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
I mean, I wanted to shout out Nikki for being like hilariously amazing, and Brenda, thank you again. You're a genius, and I love this platform. And thanks for putting up with my internet and the shenanigans and everything. And I think I got 10 points, maybe. But I also the other shout out. I want to shout out Nacho Brian. Like he had a stroke. He's in the hospital. Um, just anybody that knows him, just message him. Let him know you're thinking about him. Like we love you. Thank you for everything you've done for us, and we love all the support you've given us. Like get well soon, man. And my golden shout out, or my dungeon player of the night, whatever y'all are calling it now.
Game master.
Game Master, yeah. That's Brooklyn. Like the parts that I wasn't able to log on for, I was able to get onto YouTube for a second, and you were killing it. You were hilarious.
Mhm.
Please come back and play some more. I look forward to it.
Well, the cool thing is that they will be hosting their satellite show. So if you want to play the Sauce in the City games, and play them Brooklyn and Stevens way, you guys can go over and join them. I think it's going to be online, right, Steven? Or Insane?
Yeah, it'll be online, and we're gonna bring it live and try and do everything with it.
My dad's
Okay.
not so good with the computer.
we are going to do the best we can. But my shout out, of course, goes to all of you guys, including our newbie Brooklyn, which is a sweet surprise that I didn't know I was going to get. But also all of my classics that keep coming and holding the show up and making it so we can have a satellite show. So y'all give yourselves a hand because this is like the newest thing. And of course, those out there that are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, Matt Timney, David Funny Man Green, Eric as well, I said Eric Estrada, Lord have mercy.
We'll break.
Jack, no breaks, Estrada. It's late. It's late. It's late. Y'all cannot, y'all can't say nothing to me. It's late. And I don't feel like going all the way up, but you guys know who you are, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in and just letting us know that you're watching the show. Look at me dropping bars. Zach, no breaks, Estrada. Love you guys. Skirt, skirt. But I want to send a super duper shout out to Damien over there. Quiet in the studio. Thank you. It was cute like the first 8 bars. All right. Anyway, shout out to Damien and Malfunction Junction over there in Kingsport, Tennessee, who are in a week from now throwing the first open mic game night. If you guys are out in that direction, please get out there and see them, and you guys can experience this one of a kind, brand new concept. We're going to see how it rolls. It's over at the Pit Stop. Shout out to them. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Ms. Bacon for the graphic work and keeping us, in graphics, and that's all her work. And also shout out to Nacho Brian. My prayers are with you. Come on, man, get better, man. We need you, man. All right. And it's June 29th, and the signups are 6 p.m. and then showtime is at 7. And if you're like a few people in our studio, go on ahead and roll on out. But with that being said, my name is Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. It is time for us to get out of here. We love you guys, and we will see you on the next episode, which is when?
Next
Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday,
Oh.
Sunday. Wait,
Woo! Sunday.
no,
Which
Friday.
will
What's
be
today?
the
Friday.
last episode until my birthday. So let's hurry up and get out of here so we can go and chat and talk in the green room. We will see you guys tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond a little later. And yeah, we're out of here.
Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know.